Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's FalconPaladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 3v3 Ladder featuring myself and Somicron. What is up? We're on Sentinel. It's an old map, but it's a new patch. Top side, it's going to be a team of 3 featuring Pierre, the Red Zerg player. We got a blue Protoss. It is Somicron with a spinning Cero portrait, and me, the blue Zerg player with the spinning portrait of the clan logo. If you want to join the clan, let me know in the Discord server. There's a link in the description to join it, and I will get you in there, or another clan manager. So south side, it is Sweet 3 Dog, who is a yellow Zerg. We've got a purple Protoss, Kachinkaj, who I think I played a lot, and we've got Tom Servo. Where is Crow? I do not know. All right, so orange Terran, purple Protoss, and yellow Zerg. Usually in 3v3, if you have all 3 races represented, then you have an advantage because you can counter every single thing that the other team does. And there are 2 races on the top side here, but hey, we will see. So a hatch first here. Was it at 275 instead of 300? No, I'm still getting used to the fact that hatcheries are no longer 300 minerals. Expanding back is Somicron. Expanding forward is Pierre. Look at the distance you have to travel through ground to get to your natural base here. Bam, right there. When I spawn in this location as Zerg, I curse my luck and then throw down my natural hatch here, but Pierre has it here. So we will see. We will see if that comes into play. So walling off this little tiny entrance into the main base, right, of Sentinel. Again, you share bases on this map, and then expanding is sometimes an exercise in diplomacy. Oh boy, I've had arguments, right? Arguments with players on where my natural base is when I'm here. Some people insist that it is here at the back base. Some people insist it is not here, and if you try to take it, we will leave the game. So opinions are split, to say the least. Sweet 3 Dog, there we go. Hatch in this position. And who takes the back? Kachinkaj. Very good. And Tom Servo here with his command center coming up inside the natural base as well. So no cannon rushing, no early pool linkage, just, you know, calm, collected macro here. And if you want to see me stream this live, twitch.tv/FalconPaladin is the way to be. Yeah, yes indeed. Pierre's an overlord here over Somicron's base, I guess to make sure that you can see DTs. Yeah, that's a considerate Zerg teammate. Third base here from Sweet 3 Dog at 3 minutes, as well as here for FalconPaladin outside the walls. I have so many games when I try to take a third base here, and bam, it's dead. So we will see. Oh, an adept showing up. Do I have lings? The answer is no. For some reason, I skipped lings. Do I have an excuse? Nope. This adept has 3 kills, 4 kills, man. 4 drones with 1 adept because I did not have Zerglings when the adept showed up. Shame on me. Shame on me. So, Somicron here. What are we doing? Third Nexus. Okay. Fair enough. Stalker. Excellent stuff here as well. And there we go. So third base coming up again from Sweet 3 Dog. Tom Servo here is not upgrading his natural command center to an orbital command or a planetary fortress, which is the mark of an inexperienced Terran player. So hopefully he won't give us too much trouble. A lot of lings being produced here from Pierre. How many lings do I have? 8 and 33 drones, which is not the most. We have 43 drones here from Sweet 3 Dog. Excellent. And how much army does he have? 0. He has 0 Zerglings. Like 3 queens and a whole ton of drones, man. 45 drones. Let's rock. He's going to fire up an infestation pit. He's getting double evolution chambers. Am I doing these things back here? Absolutely not. I was rattled by the early adept. I am over droning quite possibly. I have 43 drones of my own. Good. I'm going to go ahead and saturate these gases. Wonderful. Lair is coming up now, but this dude is getting an infestation pit at 503, which tells you what? What do you think it's going to be? I think it's going to be swarm hosts. Fast infestation pit in a team game especially. Swarm hosts. Let's see if he does it. Let's see if he fires up some swarm hosts here. He's getting that gas. Working on the gas here too. I would have gotten gas earlier if I'm planning on going swarm host, because he has 200 gas in the bank, which will not get you many of those swarmy boys. Yep, there you go. I'm going double Evo chamber. Getting a baneling nest here too, in case a lot of lings show up here. These early lings from Pierre are actually not doing anything for him. Lings as defense are fine, but you need to do them if you need them. If you make lings, it better be because an attack is coming to kill you and you scouted it, or you're going to be aggressive with them. If you just make lings, they don't defend anything or attack anything, you're doing it wrong. Very tragic. Ooh, Dark Shrine coming in here from Kachinkage. Big fan of that. Somicron is working on all sorts of stuff here, like, for example, Stalkers. Great. Getting some Stalkers. Is he working on the Blink? He is. Blink Stalkers +1 attack for these guys. And guess what? Bam. There's a big Ling attack into my third base from our guy, Sweet 3 Dog. My drones, some of them are going to die. Stalkers show up to try to save the day. They're pretty terrible. I get some Lings popping out here. I've got 14 of them, and they will keep these Stalkers alive. And thanks for showing up earlier and saving this base. I'm making more and more Zerglings here. Très bien. Moi aussi. Got additional upgrades coming in here. 1-1 for my Lings. I'm probably going to go Ultralisks. If you've watched any of my 3v3 games, you know it's Ultras or it's Swarm Hosts. Every once in a blue moon, I'll try to go Roach Ravager. It usually goes poorly for me. I just do not like them. I don't like the way they're slow, and they kind of suck for what I try to do with them. And then Hydras. Sometimes I just go a lot of Hydras, and that seems to work out every once in a while, too. So, next up, we got DT Blink coming in from Kachinkage. All right, man. How many DTs does the man have? He has 4 DTs. He's getting Zealot Legs, which is a very, very excellent. Just a drop, just a regular old drop up here from Tom Servo. Going to cause some issues from Pierre. Pierre does have 8 Hydras and 14 Lings. These guys have Stim, no attack upgrades. And then Somicron comes in to save the day. And Pierre brings his Hydras in to save the day too and shut that down. Now, that was a pretty good drop. I mean, he lost, unfortunately, everything, but not bad. He still has not upgraded his second base to an orbital. Quite tragically. An Ultralisk Cavern's on the way from Sweet 3 Dog. Who do you think you are, sir? You don't get to make Ultralisk. That is FalconPaladin's special privilege. And how dare you get them before I get them? Not allowed. Boo. But the Ultras are back to the full size. Oh, great. The DTs are up here wiping out my 4th base. Excellent. How'd they get over here? Did they just walk? Does he have a Warp Prism? He recalls them out once the job is done. There's the purple here. He must have just walked them over there, because I don't see a Warp Prism anywhere. Does the man have a Warp Prism? No. And it didn't die because there's nothing to kill it. So I'm like, retake the 4th base. Great. I'm being really slowed down by all of this aggression, tragically. Kachinkage has I think what is a 4th base over on the right side here. Yeah, he's got this 3rd base here. Creeps on part of it, but that is the price you pay to have a Zerg player on your team in a 3v3 or a 4v4. Sweet 3 Dog is getting a 5th base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases for this man's. I'm spreading creep pretty well. He's spreading creep pretty well, too. Somicron's got DTs. He's hacking away in the middle of the map here. Like that for him. Getting his own Dark Templar. Big deal. So 8 minutes and 55 seconds. What are we looking at here, man? It is Kachinkage. Oh, no. The DTs are on my 3rd. I couldn't do anything to stop them. Nothing at all. I have Banelings, though. Hold on. Yes. Revenge. Killed a lot of those DTs, man. 9 DTs died for that hatchery. And my Banelings died, too. But, you know, that's what they do. And then the Lings come rolling in. They try to get us around here. My Queen's getting some work done. DTs are getting some work done. My Lings come in to buffer a little bit for the Stalkers. And once again, the Stalkers are saved by the Lings. But the Lings did a bit of the saving there, too. So, good help here from Somicron. He's being a good teammate. Tom Servo's back. He's got Combat Shield. He's got Stim. And he's got the Concussive Shell. So, against Mass Hydra, not actually going to do very well here. DTs. Get my 4th base again. FalconPaladin, no, he's a 2-basing Zerg at 10 minutes. The shame. He's just not prepared at all for this. He's got a hive. He can't make anything. Look who's got ultras out. The original size ultras are back. They are awesome. They are beefy. They are ready to go. They have a new push priority, which means if there is something they want to attack and a Zergling's in the way, instead of going, there's a Zergling in the way, they push them out of the way. It's great. My third base dies again. I'm making a bajillion Banelings, like 400 Banelings, but guess what? They're terrible against Ultralisks. Stalkers do bonus damage versus Ultras, plus the DTs as well, but we brought Overseers with us. Sweet 3 Dog is not an idiot. I'm like, all right, screw this. I need to do some attacking. I'm tired of defending so much. So the Baneling, oh, what a blink in, and Kachinkage takes every Baneling. It's not like hitting 5 Archons, a waste of Banelings. Plus, I do kind of clean out some of these guys with the Lings on the other side of it. I do have Adrenal, and I have 2-2. But that was a pretty solid move by Kachinkage. Trying to get my 4th base back. Bloop. There it is. Great. No longer a 2-basing Zerg at 11 minutes. And I'm getting my 3rd base back. But man, look at this. Sweet 3 Dog got the Rich Vespine Geyser here. He's running his entire army up to kill my 4th base again. Like the madman that he is. He's working on +3 attack for his Lings and his Ultralisks. He has chitinous plating. He has Adrenal. He's fighting hard. I am getting outclassed by a Zerg player, and I'm very sad. I sent some of my 2-2 Adrenalings up to take down his 5th base. Haha, I say. Oh, don't worry about the Ultralisk. Just get the hatch and get out of there. Nicely done. Good reaction time as soon as it was done getting out. The Mass Hydra, pretty good against Ultras, it turns out, plus Immortals from Somicron. Also very good against the Ultralisks. So, team left side, or team north side, 159, 62, and 156 supply. Team 2, 172, 186, and 138. Got another attack in here as Kachinkage shows up with a bunch of Stalkers and blinks down a lot of everybody. He's got this base too. My gosh, everything Protoss dies there. And my 4th base dies again. My 3rd base is trying to come up, folks. It's doing its best. I'm like, all right, screw it. Lings and Banes, jump, jump, jump. Ling Stalkers are pretty good, folks. They're really hard to counter. I'm not even sure. Yeah, I'm using these cracklings on these dudes. Charge lots are in here as well. The Blink Micro is actually pretty impressive. And then who comes in? But the giant Zerg army to kill my 3rd base again while I'm worried about these Stalkers. So yeah, this is the nature of 3v3, man. Sometimes you are the punching bag. Sometimes you're the one that gets attacked consistently. Sometimes you're on the other side and you don't get attacked at all. Like, I don't think Pierre's taken a single attack today, which is just luck of the draw. I'm sure he's been in plenty of games where he gets attacked a lot and his teammates have to save him. And it's just the nature of team games is it. So Hydras with Immortals in front of them are actually pretty fantastic against those Ultralisks for sure. So back to a 2-basing Zerg player at 13 minutes. My main base is mining out. I'm working on 3-3 for my Ultras. I have exactly 0 Ultralisks. No big deal. Everything's fine. I totally got out macroed by this guy, Sweet 3 Dog. He's got his Rich Vespine Geyser base back, which is fantastic. Somicron shows up and deals with the 6th base of Kachinkage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th base of Kachinkage with a giant Immortal army, which does pretty much counter everything Team South is doing. Right? Hydro Lurker, loving this out of Pierre. Yeah, our guy Tom Servo is not going to be able to handle that. He's got 1-1 at 14 minutes for his Marines and his Marauders. He's on 3 bases. He finally upgraded his natural to an orbital. He's getting a 4th base, but also not getting a 4th base because these Hydras will be able to burn it out of the sky before it can retreat anywhere else. Bam. Okay, Sweet 3 Dog is just attacking into 27 Immortals. Buddy, friend. This is not how we do Ultralisk play. Wow, he's lost a lot of Ultras, huh? He's lost 26 Ultras in the first 14 minutes of the game. Hydro Lurker attacking a planetary, and Tom Servo's having the worst time of it. Once again, I lose my 4th base. I actually cancel it this time? I don't even know. My 3rd base is back. Let's go focus on that for a minute. Hydro Lurker just crushing Tom Servo. Pierre sitting here at He's got 1-1-1 upgrades for all of his ground units. That's pretty fun. Free tank is free. Nope, we're going to let the tank live. We're going to let the tank live. Great. Mass Immortal is here. There are a ton of Corruptors here for Sweet 3 Dog, which can't do anything about Immortals. He ends up losing his 4th base. He ends up losing his 5th base already. These Lurkers are crushing his natural. His 3rd base is going to die. Carry us to victory, Pierre and Somicron. Zerg player is crushed worse than I am at this point. He doesn't even have a 2nd base anymore. What he does have is a bunch of Corruptors, and what he does have is working on a Greater Spire. He almost has a Greater Spire. Broodlords against Mass Immortal is actually kind of incredible. So we'll see if that's where he goes with it. Immortals from Kachinkage, or rather Void Rays, are attacking the Immortals here. Kachinkage says, you know what's really good against Immortals is Void Rays. Anything that can fly and shoot down is pretty good at it. Tom Servo trying to get some stuff. I've got just handfuls of lings I'm throwing around into places, desperately trying to accomplish anything whatsoever. Holy smokes, Pierre's getting lunge. I don't know the actual name of the upgrade, but you've seen it in the StarCraft 2 games that I've cast with Cyril, especially recently. It gives the ability to the Hydralisks called Lunge. Greater Spire dies, but the Broodlords are here already, and they chop up their first Immortal. Okay, so Void Ray and Broodlord going for it. Hive does not die. Hive is saved. And the remaining Zealots of Somicron get wiped out. But Sweet 3 Dog is knocked down. 2, 3 drones, 1 Hive with no money income at it whatsoever, and 7 Broodlords with 5 Corruptors. Moving out. Pierre trying to expand down this left side, and this little tiny army of Tom Servos causing some issues. I'm trying to take down a command center that is being built here. I have fully upgraded Cracklings, darn you, and I take it down. A victory! As my 4th base is back. My 3rd base is back. I'm allowed to get a decent, healthy worker count again of 40. Let's go. Everything's okay. I can participate like a big boy, and then the Broodlords show up. And I don't have anything to do with Broodlords. Also, Tom Servo gets a nice drop up here at Pierre's base. Shut down immediately when everything comes into contact, though, obviously. And my 3rd base is in severe danger of dying again. So I counterattack with my Cracklings. I shut down Sweet 3 Dog's attempt to get his 3rd base back. Check to see, did he did natural? No, cool. What do I kill from here? I can handle these Zealots. These Zealots are garbage. I have Adrenal. I have Adrenal in 3-3. And those Zealots have 3-3-2. So technically they have better upgrades, but they don't have the Adrenal, so that doesn't make up for it. I'm like, all right, can we take the Zerg player out of this entirely, I think? If we can eliminate him, I'll feel better about things. As I definitely should. Oh, look, my natural base is dying to Void Rays and Broodlords, which happened to my 4th base as well. Some DTs were in the mix. Good grief. Tom Servo tries to come over and save his buddy. Sweet 3 Dog, I think, he's got left an Extractor, a Spore, and a Spawning Pool. My Lings are just kind of scouting around, trying to see what's going on out here. What can we kill? What can we kill? Then there's tanks, so all my Lings die. Main base in a lot of trouble. Hydras save the day! Hooray! And Void Rays of Somicron coming in here, too, to fight. Void Rays are pretty good against Void Rays. I lost my Hive! No, prismatic alignment does come up on both sides now. With the support of Hydras, though, Somicron wins that battle quite easily. Hydra against Void Ray is not even a fair fight. It's really bad for the Void Ray, and the Broodlords do have some better speed here. Prismatic alignment wears off. So, oh no, we can't use it against the Corruptors and get that bonus versus Armored here. They're actually doing okay. Where did the Hydras go? Where did the Hydras go? They need to help against these Corruptors, and they're actually dealing with Broodlings, which is a big problem for them. All the Corruptors, look how long it takes to kill a Corruptor if you're a Void Ray, man. It's so long. And the Broodlords go down. 15 kill Broodlord. Exploding FalconPaladin. Retaking his 3rd base. Getting money transferred to him from Somicron pretty much consistently throughout this match. I don't think I mentioned it previously, but he's been keeping me afloat when I need money to rebuild my hatcheries because I have lost. It doesn't show me here, but I've lost what feels like 7 hatcheries today. Possibly more. Maybe as many as 37. Holy ginormous Colossus Army Batman! Kachinkage shows up with a maxed out army, which is actually more supply. not quite as much more supply as team our guys have. But guess what's pretty good against Mass Colossus and Disruptor? Yeah, Void Rays. You knew Somicron had Void Rays. Not the greatest tech choice of all time here from Kachinkage. Right, if he shows up with like 47 Stalkers, I think maybe he has a much better chance. He does have some Stalkers here. I don't know about fighting a million cannons and Void Rays. Might as well kick Prismatic Alignment on. It looks like it is not off cooldown yet, though, so never mind. Just going to fight straight up, nevertheless. And is there enough by way? There it is. It kicks on. Now you're fighting with power. These Stalkers get a couple hits off before they die. I love how he brings the Colossus over. Like, hey, you guys, look up and fire at will. There's some Colossus in the mix. These Void Rays are fighting. What a chaotic battle this is. I don't even know what's going on. Tom Servo continues to find little armies here and there. He's doing fine. What has he got? He's got 3 attack, 2 armor, combat shield, stim, and concussive shell. Hey, I don't hate that upgrade situation for him at 20 minutes at all. He's got Liberators. He's got a planetary for his 4th. What a boss, Tom Servo. He does know to run away from lurkers, which is nice. He takes down a Nexus at a pretty much defunct base here from Somicron. Void Ray is just going to eat all this stuff. With the Hydras on the backside, yeah, Tom Servo gets knocked down to 100 supply. Some Stalkers came over, and guess what's dying? Another one of FalconPaladin's hatcheries. We did it, everyone. We found another way to kill another hatchery of FalconPaladin. Somicron's like, you are such a poor boy. Hatch goes down. So, Pierre's poop and creep over here so my stuff doesn't die. I already lost my Ultralisk Cavern. I don't know if it was to the enemy or because it died because it was off creep. Something like that. Another awesome Lurker Hydra setup here. Takes down Pierre's 3rd base again. I was being revealed and then I was not being revealed because I'm retaking my 3rd base. How many times have I said that today? I've lost count. Hydras and Lurkers against these Liberators who are not turning around to face their enemy at all. Some really, really nice Hydra Lurker stuff here. Siege tanks, still a problem. Obviously, yes. But these Liberators are facing the wrong way. Tom Servo is learning some important lessons here today. Incredibly important lessons here today. Lurkers with the Seismic Spines upgrade will outrange that planetary. Of course, he has the Seismic Spines upgrades, so heading over here, taking that out. That'd be really, really nice. Tom Servo taps. He's like, all right. Or Void Rays are pretty good against planetaries, too. No big deal. So the units stay alive when your teammates leave in team games. They're still going to fire at stuff. They're still going to mine money, and that money goes into your pocket if you stuck around. So Tom Servo goes out. In chat, I think at this point, we were like, what? Are we actually going to win this thing? Tom Servo is done. Kachinkage maxed out Protoss army. He's taken my 4th for his own, and he is out for blood once again with a giant Colossus army. Again, a million carriers would be better than this, and probably just as expensive. I just don't think Mass Colossus is what you want in this situation, but he really wants FalconPaladin to be dead. So you know what? Go for it, man. You eat your heart out as Tom Servo gets eliminated. Very close to eliminated here. Hey, look, my 3rd's gonna die again. This may be the game in which Falcon loses the most hatcheries ever. Ever. Bam. And that's it. No more hatcheries for Falcon. He's being revealed. His evolution chambers die. Not that they were providing any value for him anyway. I don't even know what's going on here. I'm out. I'm at 4 total supply at 23 minutes. The Void Rays come back. Hey, it's Carrier to wipe out the Colossus because, again, why? Or is it Mass Colossus? Finally, a Carrier from Kachinkage. Some Phoenix. I don't know. Are Phoenix actually any good against Void Rays? I guess they're fine. The Void Rays don't hurt them very much. Good Stalker, Blinkage, Carriers. Attacking in here as well. This Carrier of Somicron hanging back, getting some attacks in there anyway, I suppose. But all of the Void Rays are dying. More Void Rays come in from Somicron. On the assist. Is there simply enough here? I don't know. Hydro Lurker attacking down here. We're just taking out Tom Servo. Tom Servo's not providing any value to anyone right now. He doesn't have any income. He doesn't have an army. Stop killing Tom Servo. Kill Kachinkage. I think I'm typing in chat here to Pierre. I don't know if chat actually It seemed to show up here. Was I chatting with Pierre? I feel like I, at some point, tried chatting with Pierre. Maybe that hasn't happened yet. Look at me. I'm taking my first hatchery over here at this rich Vespine gas base. Hooray! I'm a contributing member of society almost. Yeah. Take out Kachinkich's stuff. That's totally cool. I'm down with that. Kachinkich's stuff dying is an awesome idea. Somicron, long-distance mining, not actually doing that well on the income side of things because he's mined out of his first 3 bases. His 4th base died, and it's now mined out. Zerg took all the bases along the left side. Protoss Kachinkich took all the bases along this top right side. So this is effectively a Pierre versus Kachinkich 1v1 battle. The carriers of Kachinkich are attacking Somicron as well, just trying to make sure he never really gets back into the game here. It is 7 Void Rays, though, and against carriers, 7 Void Rays are pretty good. A nice prismatic alignment kicking in. Actually, it's not kicked in. Where's prismatic alignment? Oh, no! All the Void Rays died. Somicron down to 45 supply of workers. Oh, no. He's done so much work for this game, and he's going to be taken out of it. Kachinkich is losing this base, which he hasn't used for a while, but there is some carrier production facilities, some Stargates over here that can go down. Pierre is pretty content to sit here on 2 attack and 2 armor on his Hydras at 26 minutes. The man has 5,000 minerals and 187 gas. He is not harvesting from these gas geysers at all, and I have a lot of questions about his gameplay style, but also he's the only person that has an army on our team. So I can't kill him too hard. The Hydra Lurker stuff has been fantastic. It's going to be good against carriers unless there are like 15 carriers, in which case everything will die. So what is Kachinkich working on? With his money, nothing. He's making a Stargate. This base, which got mined out a while ago, which I think got pinged a few times. Did this base die? Falcon lost another base. He's going to try to take this one now. Don't mind him. He's got 5 supply of drones at 27 minutes, as one does. Not a big deal. All right, so now we have these 2 bases of Kachinkich, which are mining and providing a lot of value here. Carrier fleet is 8. Do we have enough +2 Hydras to eat these interceptors before the Hydras start going down? And it kind of looks like somehow, some way we do. The interceptor count is being hurt. Part of it is they're trying to focus on these lurkers when I think you just kill the Hydras, and then the rest of it is gravy. Maybe some target prioritization issues here from Kachinkich. He's supply blocked. The Hydras are chomping down these interceptors. Look at this. 13 interceptors remain. Hardly anything to worry about at all. Making them 3 at a time, making them 8 at a time. Trying to throw up cannons. Not quite sure what to do against this mass Hydra play is Kachinkich. But yeah, this man needed Storm about 87 minutes ago. He does not have Psy Storm. The man, only splash damage he made today were Colossus. He didn't get any. I guess he had some Disruptors. Yeah, 2 Disruptors. 7 Colossus have died for him. That's it. He needed those Colossus to stay alive to deal with these Hydras. Is what he needed. The man is still making carriers, which again, against Hydras, the carriers have 3-3 upgrades. Yeah, 3-2-1 upgrades, rather. 3 attack, 2 shields, 1 armor upgrade, and trying to fight this. Interceptor count, 53. Scary. Hydras are dying. He steps in to fight, try to hit the carriers directly. He does take one of them down, but every one of his Hydras dies. Oh no. Army value now, 103 for Kachinkich, 77 for Pierre. He fires up 6 more Hydras, and I say in the chat, make some Corruptors. They're really good against carriers, man. The man, does he have a Spire is the question of the day. It's kind of an important question. I don't know that he actually does. So the man doesn't have a Spire. He'd have to make one to make Corruptors. He doesn't have detection to fight these Lurkers, though. 9-kill Lurker, 9-kill Lurker, 12-kill Lurker. They took down a Stargate. They depowered this Stargate. Awesome stuff from Pierre. Oh, no, my base. And that's it. I'm dead. I don't have any larvae. I don't have any bases. I don't have any drones. I'm done. Falcon is knocked out of the game. But these lurkers are somehow putting in all of the damage and all of the work you could ever ask for. Kachikich is expanded to Tom Servo's third. He is wiping out Somicron's attempt at getting a base up on this high ground with a rich Vespine gas. So Somicron doesn't have any income anymore. He's at 32 supply. One lurker can hit this Stargate. Kachikich is supply blocked, so he can't make anything else right now. He's throwing up pylons to fix that issue. The carrier... Oh, no, this is Somicron's base. I'm an idiot. So Somicron takes the third base of Tom Servo. It's gone now, so whatever. Kachikich not making that happen. Pierre comes in and says, hey, if the carriers are somewhere else, my 2-2 Hydras with range and speed will be able to win the day, and they have the lunge ability, which I don't think he's been using. We would see orange on these Hydras. All right, so not a ton of armor. If there was more armor on these Hydras, I think, or rather on the carriers, I think they would take a little bit longer to kill, but that was a shellacking anyway. Kachikich recalls back to deal with this. Run! I said allez. I think he speaks French, so I tell him to allez, which means go in French. He doesn't do it, and every one of his Hydras die. Then I say dude, because I'm like, maybe he does speak English after all. He just has nothing to say to me whatsoever. Do we think he knows how to chat? But look, the lurkers remain undetected. Build an oracle. Throw something down. Throw revelation down on these guys. Kill them with this void ray. You can do it. Running out of cash here is Pierre, throwing up Zerglings. I guess the Nexus dies for Kachikich. He has enough money to build a new one. These lurkers are putting in way too much value. Kachikich not throwing up a robo at any point here is a major mistake for him. He's retaking this base for the dumbest reasons. There's only 100 minerals here. You can't possibly recoup the cost of building that Nexus, not to mention these pylons, dude. What do you think you're doing? Carrier fleet getting hits. Okay, well, they decided to actually deal with those queens, no problemo whatsoever. Yep, this is the dumbest game possibly we've ever played in a 3v3. Pierre. Oh, these Hydras pop out immediately. Die. Do not take a single carrier down. They almost killed this one, but almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Okay, drones dying all over the freaking place. Killing this base would be humongous for you, Kachikich. Stop worrying about defunct, mined out bases, sir. Please come kill this one. Yes. Yes. Okay, so if we're rooting for Kachikich here, drones running from Pierre. He has 9,000 minerals in the bank. He's making 10 more Hydras, folks. Don't worry. He can do this with Hydralisks. Somicron, with his remaining cash, cannon rushes Kachikich's base. No, he gets his own cannon up, is defending against it. Quick, throw down a shield battery. Quick, heal the cannon. Is there enough time to get it up? No, he loses the battle. That cannon dies. This one has 6 hit points, but lives and is kind of covering this area a little bit, but not enough to save the Nexus. The Hydras wander over, and they start base racing. They start saying, all right, well, if we can't recall here, then let's kill his buildings. Let's kill his Void Ray. Let's kill every one of his probes. Does the man have any probes remaining? 11. Somehow, I think this might be all of them. A lot of them, anyway. 2 probes and 1 probe remaining somewhere, but he's being revealed. All of his bases, all of his pylons are going down. The Hydras are trying to fight the carriers. The Hydras are not doing that great a job of it, and in fact, all these Hydras die, because again, Hydras against a big number of carriers, 8 are going to die a lot, and especially if they don't have full upgrades. I don't know why this man refused to build a Corruptor, but he's making this a lot scarier than it needs to be. Kachikich's buildings are down to, this is it. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Is he producing anything else? No. He is done, and Pierre wins the day. FalconPaladin and Somicron were there too, but the man has a huge army of 17 Hydras and 24 Lings at the end of the day. His lurkers have 18 and 16 kills respectively. I want to know, when did he lose his final probe? He had a probe. Is it right here? Oh, that was it. That's where it was, over here. Yeah. No, that's Somicron building stuff. This probe. He could have run around. He had 1,300 minerals. He could have run around building assimilators, building nexuses. I love that this space is the one that has the most money left at it in the game. I mean, it's not. I think this one does, but anyway, yeah, buildings die, and guess what? The way to win a StarCraft game is kill all of the buildings of your enemy. And that's a GG. What a game! What a game. Let's see. Kachikich lost 69,000 resources. Nice. That is 7 carriers, 33 zealots, 16 Dark Templar, 86 stalkers, 13 phoenixes, 14 void rays, and 134 probes, and like 27 nexuses. Okay, not that many. Not as many buildings as I lost. Yeah. And I mean, the insult here is that I lost the most number of second fewest number of resources today behind Tom Servo. And I never had an army to speak of. Just did not have one. So yeah, that's a GG, man. I mean, just stick-to-itiveness, right? Falcon kept fighting until the end when he couldn't fight anymore. Somicron doing all sorts of good stuff with Void Rays and Blink Stalkers and doing what he can as a Protoss. And then Pierre, +2/+2 Hydras and some Lurkers win the day in the end in a base race. I just don't even know at this point, man. We are absolutely crazy. I mean, absolutely fantastic 3v3. So fun. So fun for everyone, except maybe me. Except maybe Tom Servo, because he lost. But yeah, got out macro, dude. Sweet 3Dog made 26 Ultralisks today. I never got a single Ultralisk out. I'm so sad. I tried. I had an Ultralisk Cavern, but I never made a single Ultra. The tragedy of the commons. So yeah, Kachikich could have won this game. I think he had some great positions in which to do so. He simply chose not to. You know, it's tough. It's a stressful situation, right? I get it. I'm not going to not going to just kill him too much. So, all right. That right there, guess what it's going to be? Gonna be it from me. This has been FalconPaladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void, a 3v3 game. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.